Phoenix Books presents
Hornblower and the Atropos by C.S. Forester, read by Nicolas Costa. Chapter 1. Having climbed through the locks, the canal boat was now winding over the pleasant Cotswold country. Hornblower was bubbling with good spirits, on his way to take up a new command, seeing new sights, travelling in an entirely new way, at a moment when the entirely unpredictable English weather had decided to stage a clear sunny day in the middle of December. This was a delightful way of travelling despite the cold. "Your pardon for a moment, ma'am," said Hornblower. Maria, with the sleeping little Horatio in her arms, gave a sigh at her husband's restlessness, and shifted her knees to allow him passage. And he rose under the restricted height of the first-class cabin and stepped out through the forward door into the open bow of the passage-boat. Here he could stand on his sea-chest and look round him. She was a queer craft, fully 70 feet long, and judging by eye as he looked aft, he would think hardly 5 feet in beam, the same proportions as had the crazy dug-out canoes he had seen in use in the West Indies. Her draught must be less than a foot. That was clear as she tore along behind the cantering horses at a speed that must certainly be all of 8 knots. 9 miles an hour, he told himself hurriedly, for that was the way they measured speeds here inland. The passage-boat was making her way from Gloucester to London along the Thames and Severn Canal, going far more smoothly than the stagecoach. It was very nearly as fast and decidedly cheaper, at a penny a mile, even in the first class. He and Maria with the child were the only first-class passengers, and the boatman, when Hornblower had paid the fares, had cocked an eye at Maria's condition, and had said that, by rights, they ought to pay 2 children's fares instead of 1. Maria had snorted with disdain at such vulgarity, while the onlookers chuckled. Standing on his sea-chest, Hornblower could look over the canal banks, at the grey stone boundary walls and the grey stone farms. The rhythmic sound of the hoofs of the cantering tow-horses accentuated the smoothness of the travel. The boat itself made hardly a sound as she slid along the surface of the water.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?